Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. Welcome to the 150. I am yours truly, Pat Dooley. Tonight we have got 12 big matches in the largest simulated wrestling women's tournament of all time. We are closing in on WrestleMania. It is coming up in less than 3 weeks. It'll be the same weekend as that other, whatever that other wrestling show is that's happening in early April in California. Now, this is where the action is. There are no divisions. I mean, there's a singles division, a tag division, and a women's division. But there are no companies. Everybody is eligible. For this tournament, we took Pro Wrestling Illustrated's list of the 150 best women wrestlers in the world and turned it into a single elimination tournament. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, Loue O'Farrell.
So Loue O'Farrell making her way to the ring for our opening contest. She is the number 147 seed in our tournament. She qualified by beating Sky Blue in a qualifying match. A bit of an upset. She was the number 110 seed. She's got a steep hill to climb tonight, but Loue O'Farrell, the current North Show Pro Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion, the native of Bromptonville, Quebec, Canada, the Phoenix Loue O'Farrell, looking to pick up the biggest win of her career tonight in first round action. Of course, the winners of all of our first round matches tonight will meet up later on tonight in second round matches. And I say this is the biggest match of her career because here comes the Virtuosa.
And from Hackettstown, New Jersey, Deonna Purrazzo.
Deonna Purrazzo representing Impact Wrestling. Impact has 7 wrestlers remaining in the tournament. They have gone 6-3 as a company thus far. Deonna hoping to continue those winning ways. Among the major promotions, I'm including WWE, AEW, and the biggest promotion in Japan for women's wrestling, World Wonder Ring Stardom. Easy enough for me to say. All of them have struggled in this tournament, except for Impact. So Deonna hoping to continue the winning ways for her home promotion. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to have 8 first-round matches followed by 4 second-round matches, meaning we're going to have 16 women competing tonight for 4 spots in the third round. So far, 24 of those spots have been filled. Charlotte Flair, Taya Valkyrie, Miyu Yamashita, Utami Hayashishida, and Shoko Nakajima are the only wrestlers who would be, if you had picked chalk at the top of the bracket, they would be the only 5 that you would still have. They are joined by Arisa Nakajima, Maki Ito, JC Jane, Viva Van, Savannah Evans, Tootie Lynn, Jamie Hayter, Jessica Troy, Hikari Noah, Serena Deeb, Natalia, Miyu Yamashita. I'm sorry, I just lost my spot. Sorry, that was Miyu Watanabe. I already mentioned Miyu Yamashita. Raquel Rodriguez, Saori Anu, Dana Brooke, Miranda Alizé, Marty Bell, Layla Gray, and the only woman who qualified and has survived the qualifying round, the first round, and the second round, Becca. So Loue O'Farrell hoping to become the second woman to accomplish that feat. But first, she has to get through the number 19 seed, Deonna Purrazzo, here in our opening contest. It's Rana takeover there by Loue, though. She's in early control. I would have been very surprised if she had won that with Irana, but we have had short matches like that before. Heading up to the top rope, is she going for her trademark moonsault? No, just a big old leg drop. We'll call that a Quebec jam. And then there's that Mr. Perfect Snapmare. I keep jokingly saying that we should put a counter in the corner for every time that happens, but I also keep forgetting to do it. So, but there's one. Purrazzo off the ropes. Oh, I think that was a PK, but the referee's standing right in the way. Just bad production work. 2 count only on whatever that was. Crowd thought it was pretty sweet, though. So the winner of this match, as I mentioned, will be moving on to the second round. They will face the winner between either Lufisto and Cora Jade. That's a match that's coming up later on in this episode. Also coming up tonight, we will see Thunder Rosa, the number 3 overall seed, and actually the highest seed remaining, as both of the top 2, Shuri and Bianca Belair, have been eliminated. Oh, Purrazzo just hit her with the Cosa Nostra. Too close to the ropes, though. She's got to pull her away. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, man, she took too much time getting her away from the ropes. She might have had her with that Cosa Nostra package pile driver. Just took too much time to get her back in the center of the ring. But yes, so Shuri and Bianca Belair both have already been eliminated, which means number 3, Thunder Rosa, is the highest seed remaining. She faces Iva Kolasky from Westside Extreme Wrestling. Winner of that will face the winner between Shazza McKenzie and Rina Yamashita, which will also happen later on tonight. Tam Nakano from Stardom will take on Christy Janes from the NWA. Winner of that will face the winner between Emerson Jane and Shayna Baszler. We'll also see Masha Slamovich, another Impact knockout. She's taking on Liiza Hall. The winner of that will face the winner between Ali Catch and Mirai. So those are the matches we've got scheduled tonight. This is the first of 12. And the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo in control on the floor with that cross arm breaker, seemingly punishing the Phoenix, Loue O'Farrell, for having the temerity to kick out. Purrazzo really thought she had the match won with that Cosa Nostra pile driver. And now she's just stomping away on O'Farrell at ringside. Now, typically in American wrestling, you've got a 10 count on the floor before you get counted out. Here at Pro Wrestling Simulated, we use 20. All right, that's based on the fact that in Season 1 we used Fire Pro, but also because I just don't like matches that end in count out. Now, our tag team tournament, the 100, has made me regret that decision many times. The tag team AI in 2K22 is bad. But fortunately, for the next couple episodes of the 100, we will not be seeing that because we'll be using Fire Pro, because we're going to have some intergender matches, which 2K does not allow. This is 2K22. I've had some issues with 2K22, and I'm gonna have to. Oh, she's going into that Fujiwara. That is her trademark submission. I'm trying to break the arm of Loue O'Farrell here. And yet, she taps out. No real surprise there. Deonna Purrazzo, the number 19 seed, is moving on to round number 2.
Here is your winner, Deonna Purrazzo.
So the streak of qualifiers coming up short in rounds 1 and 2 continues. But, I mean, if you have to qualify, then that means you're one of the lowest seeds. And if you're one of the lowest seeds, it means you're going to have to fight one of the highest seeds. And that's just how tournament brackets work. And Deonna Purrazzo was there waiting. 3 stars for this encounter. Fujiwara armbar, the finish. And now we know Deonna Purrazzo will face the winner of our upcoming match between Lufisto and Cora Jade. But first, we're going to take a look at another one of Impact Wrestling's knockouts. That's their word, not mine. We're going to see Masha Slamovich, the number 14 seed, taking on another qualifier in the form of Liiza Hall. First, I have to set the arena. There we go. Liiza Hall. As you can tell, that's not a great likeness of Liiza Hall, because I had to create her because I couldn't find one on Community Creations. So, just a friendly reminder, if you're a fan of women's wrestling and you don't like the edits that I'm putting out there, please make your own, because I am bad at making creator wrestlers. Now, on the other hand, that Masha Slamovich looks incredible. That's very well done. I'm not sure who made that edit. I really should be better about keeping track of that. But We know that Impact has gone 7-3 now, with Deonna Purrazzo picking up the win. So Masha Slamovich hoping to make it 8 wins for Impact. Ooh, we're in Rome for this one. And we got another Canadian coming up here as Liiza Hall, the pride of Vancouver. She pulled off the upset, beating number 115 Janai Kai in the qualifying round to earn this spot.
Is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from Vancouver, British Columbia, Liger Hall.
Yeah, there's no Liza options. I had to go with Liger, but you know what? It sounded pretty cool. So here she comes, 5'9", 136. She is the 142 seed in the tournament after having upset number 115 in the qualifying round. She is hoping to move on to join Becca as only the second woman to win a qualifying match and advance to the third round.
And from Moscow, Russia, the World Women's Undisputed Champion, Masha Slamovich.
So Masha Slamovich, that is the AAW Professional Wrestling Redefined Women's Championship she's wearing around her waist. She is also currently the Combat Fights Unlimited Undisputed Champion, the Expect the Unexpected Wrestling Key to the East Champion, the Top Talent Wrestling Champion, and the West Coast Pro Wrestling Women's Champion. One of the most decorated women in professional wrestling today. Actually, one of the most decorated women just in wrestling today, regardless of gender. Masha Slamovich has had a tremendous 2022 and 2023. And there's the bell, and she's hoping to add a victory over Liiza Hall to her already prodigious resume. She's going for look like she's going for a fall-away slam, but Liiza slips out the back, turns it into a German suplex, rolls through into a bridge. One count only, though, as Masha is able to kick out. Headbutt to the midsection from Liiza Hall. Now, Liza's got a 6-inch height advantage here over Masha, so she's going to have the superior reach. But Masha is a stronger technician. She's also just stronger in general than Liza. So Liza still has an uphill climb here. But the fact that she's 5'9" to Masha's 5'3" is definitely a potential advantage. She went for that axe handle, but just took a shot to the midsection from Masha instead. Now, Masha, in addition to being number 14 on PWI's list of the top 150 women wrestlers for 2022, she misses a diving elbow drop there. Also, earlier this year, earned an excellent acclaim as being the first woman to ever make PWI's weekly top 10 wrestlers in the world. They do a weekly top 10 that has, since the magazine started, always just been men. But Masha managed to crack the top 10 one week this year, or at least 1 week. I don't know if she's done it since then or if another woman has done it since. But I do know she was the first to ever do it. Well, there we go. That's two. 2 matches in, 2 Mr. Perfect snapmares. And then a kick to the inside of the knee. But a rolling kick from Masha to get herself up off the canvas. Northern Lights with the wrists clutched. Hooks the leg. 1. No, not even 1. Liiza Hall able to kick out before the referee gets to 1. Oh my God. Snowplow there by Masha Slamovich. Now Liza getting to her feet. One for a tiger driver. Just dropped her right on her head. Incredibly painful move. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Liiza Hall kicks out of the tiger driver. It's a sort of a variation on the package pile driver. You saw she hooked Liza's arms so she wasn't able to protect herself on the way down, and then also stacked her legs up on top of her. Masha back to the top. Is she looking for that elbow again? No, just a big splash off the top. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Masha Slamovich is your winner. And she is now moving on to face the winner between Ali Ketch and Mirai later on in this episode.
Here is your winner, Masha Slamovich.
So, 2 matches in, 2 chalk winners, and 2 qualifiers falling by the wayside. Top seeds have not done well in this tournament. I mentioned numbers 1 and 2 are already out, as well as 5 of the top 10 have all been eliminated, but only 1 of the 22 qualifiers thus far has advanced to the 3rd round. So, history not on the side of Loue O'Farrell in our opener or Liiza Hall here in our second match, as Deonna Purrazzo and Masha Slamovich pick up 2 more wins for Impact Wrestling here in our opening contests. Folks, if you're just now joining us, I am yours truly, Pat Dooley. This is the 150 here on Pro Wrestling Simulated. Pro Wrestling Simulated is pretty much what it sounds like. It's pro wrestling simulated. I'm using WWE 2K22. 2K23 just came out yesterday, or I guess midnight last night. And so, I know a lot of people are streaming that today. I am hesitant to drop the money to get it. I honestly will probably wait until either I hear from enough people, oh yeah, they fixed the bugs, or I hear it's free on the PlayStation Network, which I wish I would have done for 2K22, but I wanted to use it for this show, so I did spend the money to get the the NWO for Life version, so that I could stream buggy matches with bad AI. But you know what? Some of the community creations are fantastic. Look at that Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, the number 3 seed, the highest seed remaining in our tournament, taking on Iva Kolasky from West Side Extreme Wrestling in Germany. She is from Bekeskaba in Hungary, which, in all honesty, I've never had to say out loud, so I don't know if I pronounced it right. But here she comes. One of 2 wrestlers remaining from WXW, a promotion that's gone 1-0. Want to take a guess what that 1 win was? Yep, it was Iva Kolasky winning her qualifying match, upsetting Io Sky.
Contest is scheduled for 1 fall.
1 fall.
Making her way to the ring from Budapest, Hungary.
Oh, didn't even bother with an intro name. 5'3", 121 pounds, 3-year pro. One of a handful of rising stars from Hungary. WXW has become kind of a. If you're not going to the UK and you're an independent wrestler in Europe, most of the big names now are going to Germany and going to WXW. So that's how Iva Kolasky got noticed, and that's how she made it to number 131 on PWI's list of the 150 best women wrestlers in 2022. And it's how she's made it here to our tournament. But she's got a big hill to climb as she takes on the highest seed remaining in the tournament, number 3 overall.
From Tijuana, Mexico, Thunder Rosa.
La Mera Mera, one of 5 AEW wrestlers remaining. Mentioned AEW has struggled in this tournament. They've only gone 10-5. So the 8-year pro from Tijuana in Baja California, Mexico, looking to fix those numbers a little bit for her home promotion and stay in as the highest seed left in the bracket. I did mention, top seeds have not fared well. She, at number 3, is the highest seed remaining. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and 9 all gone. Only 4 of the top 10 remain. On top of that, 3 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 31, and 32 are also all gone. So of the 32 wrestlers that theoretically, quote unquote, should be making it to the round of 32, only 13 of them remain. And that number may dwindle as this show goes on. Brutal running stomp there by Rosa. It's not going to be enough for the pin, but a springboard leg drop. And the unstoppable Thunder Rosa off to a fast start here against Kolasky. And a big, just a punch to the face off the top rope. Pulling her back up and then driving the knee into her face. Pulling her back up. Well, I thought she was going to do it again. Instead, she's just stomping on Kolasky's back. Now rolling her over into a hammer lock. Wrenching back on the... it's hard to tell. It's actually impossible to tell from this angle what she's doing, but I suspect she was arm barring that right arm of Kolasky there. Oh, Kolasky rolls through, raining down punches on La Mera Mera. Going for the pin now. One. Thunder Rosa not going to get pinned after a couple of mounted punches. But Kolasky is in control now with that big clubbing forearm to the back. Rolls through. Nice little amateur wrestling there from Iva Kolasky. Showing off for the crowd. The crowd not loving it. I mean, not super surprising. Thunder Rosa, one of the most popular women wrestlers in the world. And here she is going for the three amigos, those rolling vertical suplexes made famous by the legendary Eddie Guerrero. It's all three. Goes immediately for the pin. 1, 2. Count only. We've been talking all night so far, well, the 22 minutes we've been on the air, about the qualifying round of this tournament and how the women who qualified have not done well in the first and second rounds. So far, they're 0-2 tonight, and Iva Kolasky looking like she might be the third victim here. We've already seen, we saw Deonna Purrazzo, and we saw Masha Slamovich. Oh, my God. And then Thunder Rosa with that spike Michinoku driver. There was never any doubt in that one. La Mera Mera, number 3. Thunder Rosa will move on. We will see her again later tonight when she takes on the winner between Shazza McKenzie and Rina Yamashita.
Thunder Rosa.
So Thunder Rosa against McKenzie or Yamashita. Only a 2-star rating for that one. Not super surprising. It was over very quickly. Thunder Rosa, the number 3 seed, moving on. Number 131, Iva Kolasky. Just the latest in a long line of qualifiers to lose. Rosa hitting that La Rosa pile driver to pick up the win. We are kind of blazing through these first 3 matches. We've got 9 more to go, though. So we're looking at probably about an hour and a half, 2-hour stream tonight. Which, for me, right about the sweet spot for a wrestling show. Take a look next at Christy Janes taking on Tam Nakano. Oop, I do need to adjust the arena. Almost did this Clash of Champions. That would have been silly. There we go. All right, the winner of this match is going to face the winner between Emerson Jane and Shayna Baszler later on in this episode. Christy Jane's one of 3 NWA representatives. The Brazilian wrestler was 6 years pro. Probably most famous currently for her role in the NWA as my friend Magic Jake Dumas's valet. But she's a capable wrestler on her own. She's going to be looking to land that STO on Nakano, one of only 5 Stardom wrestlers remaining, a promotion that started the tournament with 19. But they've only gone 8-14 thus far. But we are on Fairfax, Virginia for this one. And here comes Christy, aka CJ.
The following contest is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Christy James.
So Christy James, again, a 6-year pro. It's actually her second listing on a PWI list. She was number 110 on the 2021 list, climbing up to number 99 this year. So at her current pace, she should be number 1 in 2031. So congratulations in advance on that accomplishment, Christy.
And from Oita, Japan, the Dream,
So Tam Nakano from Aichi, Japan, 6-year pro, 5'2", 123, trained by the legendary Yuna Manase. We did see her recently in our tag team tournament, the 100, where she unfortunately and her partner Natsupoi were upset in round 2 of that tournament by the lowest seed in the tournament, number 100, Bougie Reality. Now, Natsupoi took the fall in that match and has since been eliminated from the 150. So Tam Nakano stands alone at this point. Now, Tam was number 9 on the 2021 list before slipping down to number 30 in 2022. We will see what she can do from that 30 spot here against number 99, Christy James. Neither woman needed to qualify. The top, brutal move there by Christy. Sort of a reverse Meteora. 1, 2. Tam grabs the bottom rope. Referee sees it this time. That's another thing I should probably be counting, is people grabbing the bottom rope and whether or not the ref sees it. Because it does feel like throughout this tournament, it's been about 50-50. Quebrada by Christy James doesn't even get one. And I have got something in my teeth. I apologize for that. Christy with a big knee drop off the top. Leg sweep by Nakano. Hooks the leg. A little fast for that. 1, 2. And then I guess she thought she might be able to catch Christy sleeping. Drop kick to the back of the head. Rolls through into that waist lock. Went for a knee drop, but CJ moved. And a side Russian leg sweep. CJ putting on a little show here with some dance moves. Kicking some dirt on Nakano, who she didn't know was right behind her, and just German suplexed her head off the bottom rope and then knees her in the face. Tam Nakano did not come to play. And now returning the favor, kicking imaginary dirt onto Christy James. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Christy kicks out. Tam can't believe it. But the night is young, Tam. You got plenty of time to put her away. Oh, that kick to the face might have done it. Well, she's actually going to wait for her to get up. I think Tam might be getting ready for either her spin kick or tiger suplex trademarks. It's the tiger suplex. That straight jacket suplex, too. Christy kicks out. Nakano drives a knee into her spine. Now got the arm. Oh, just wrenching it. I thought she might have been going for La Magistral Cradle. There's a rolling pinfall. Quebrada off the top by CJ. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Tam Nakano kicks out. I think Tam might have underestimated CJ a little bit here. Nice judo throw takeover there by Christy. And driving the elbow. And just a kick to the chest. Chop, punch, kick, headbutt, punch. Big striking combination here from CJ. And then a couple of chops in the corner. A couple of boots in the corner. And now just stomping away on the face. She definitely has been picking up on Jake Dumas's mean streak through their affiliation in the NWA. Just raining down punches. I got a slap to the face. How disrespectful. CJ now up to the top. Goes for the moonsault and lands it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, that was almost a huge upset for Christy Janes. Women's wrestling chant going here. That would have been the 9th biggest upset of the tournament so far. Rolls through with a super kick. Is she going back up top? I think she might be. Another moonsault. Yes. Nails it. I think she might be too close to the ropes. 1, 2. Not too close to the ropes. Christy Janes pulls off the upset. The number 99 seed has beaten number 30. Tam Nakano is out. And now Christy Janes moves on to the second round and a showdown with the winner of our next match. Tam Nakano goes down in the first round, the number 30 seed, the latest high seed to fall. Congrats to Christy. We know she's going to be in action in, based on seeds, probably the first match after we come back from intermission, but we will figure that out as we go. But number 99, CJ, Christy Janes, picks up the win over number 30, Tam Nakano. 3.5 stars, our highest rated match of the night. Picks up the win with that top rope moonsault. We're a third of the way through our show tonight. 4 matches down, 8 to go. And number 5, we're going to get our first look at a woman from WWE. One of my favorite women's wrestlers of all time. I absolutely love me some Shayna Baszler. She is taking on another one of my edits, which is why she doesn't look good. My apologies, Emerson Jane. But it is Emerson Jane and Shayna Baszler. We know the winner will face Christy Janes later on in this episode. I don't know whose entrance that is, but that's kind of silly. Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, throw them up, folks. WWE has 8 wrestlers remaining, which is the most among all promotions. 1 fall. The Queen of Spades, 42 years old, 7 years a pro, 5 foot 736 pounds, trained by Josh Barnett and Sarah Amato. She was part of the 4 horsewomen of women's MMA before making the jump to wrestling, going to NXT and winning their championship twice, becoming one of the most dominant women in wrestling. She got as high on PWI's annual list as number 4 back in 2019. She has since been sliding down the list. She was 13 in 2020, 62 in 2021, all the way down to number 94 in 2022. Which, if you know Shayna, that is just going to motivate her to rip Emerson Jane's head off. Emerson, one of 2 wrestlers representing Pro Wrestling Eve, remaining in this tournament. Eve has gone 1-3 so far.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, Emerson Jane.
Emerson Jane, the main event empress, making her entrance here. 11-year pro at only 30 years old. She is the current Israeli Pro Wrestling Association International Women's Champion. I was unable to find a... excuse me. I'm so sorry to do that on mic. I was unable to find a copy of that belt on Community Creations. And at this point, I suspect if I can't find something on Community Creations, I never will, because all of the good community creators will be moving over to 2K23 now that it's out, which, I mean, I don't blame them. It's, move on to the new hotness. Here comes Emerson Jane, trained by Mikey Whiplash and Big Damo, 5'2", 132 pounds. So she's 5 inches shorter than Shayna, but only 4 pounds lighter. So she's definitely got the kind of the squat power. But Shayna, just one of the best technicians, one of the best martial artists in pro wrestling. It's number 35, Emerson Jane in the black and pink against Shayna Baszler in the black and gold. And the Queen of Spades very quickly with a power bomb. 1, 2. Wow. Up to the top rope goes Shayna. That's not usually her domain, but she drives the elbow right into the chest of Emerson Jane. Kicks, forearms, and a big European uppercut just right across the jaw. Shady going after the arm. Trying to rip it out of joint there. Now back to the top, another elbow perhaps. I don't know what the AI is here with Shayna Baszler just high flying here. Double axe handle misses. But that punch to the back and that kick to the chest and that punch and that chop and, well, that punch missed, but none of the ones before it did. Oh, nice oh my God, I thought she was going for an Uranagi. Instead, she flips her over her own knee and then drives her knee into the face. It's a brutal move there by Shayna. Goes for the pin. Doesn't hook a leg, though, too. Yeah, that kind of arrogant cover is going to come back and bite you. Emerson Jane, she's not the 35th highest rated woman in the world, according to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, for nothing. She's got some skill, and you're going to want to hook a leg, get as much leverage on her as you can when you're trying to pin her, especially in a single elimination format like the 150. It was just an arrogant cover by the Queen of Spades, which, is not out of character for her. But now she's going for an ankle lock. Oh, my God. It's hard to tell from this angle, but I think she is pressing the bottom of Emerson's left foot to the back of her own head. Basically, if you watch those kids getting hurt videos on TikTok and Instagram, she's making her scorpion. Eat defeat. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And a dominant win, technically an upset for the number 94 seed Shayna Baszler. But, man, anytime Shayna Baszler wins doesn't feel like an upset to me. I'm never surprised to see Shayna Baszler win a match. Emerson Jane was. Last thing that went through her mind was Shayna's foot. Only 1.5 stars according to the game. It was very quick, and it was very brutal. And now we know it's going to be Shayna Baszler and Christy James meeting up later on tonight in a second round match to move on to round number 3. We got 3 more first round matches to go here as we close in on the halfway point of our episode. Thanks so much for joining us. Again, if you are just joining us, I am yours truly, Pat Dooley. We are putting together a 150-woman tournament using Pro Wrestling Illustrated's list of the 100 best women wrestlers in the world for 2022. And we're closing in on the finale. The first ever World Simu Ladies Champion is going to be crowned at WrestleMania coming up in just shy of 3 weeks. Or I guess 2.5 weeks. However you want to count it. It's WrestleMania weekend. That's when we're doing our show. We're calling it WrestleMania because it's simulated. Here we go. It's Cora Jade and the legendary Lufisto. The winner will face Deonna Purrazzo later on tonight. Lufisto, the number 46 seed in our tournament. Cora Jade, number 83. Now, Cora Jade actually in 2K23, but this is a community creation for her in 22. And, of course, so is Lufisto, as she is not, nor has she ever been, to my knowledge, on the WWE roster. She's been a mainstay on the independent scene for 25 years. The first lady of hardcore, Lufisto, is just one of the best to ever do it. Here comes Cora Jade.
The contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade.
The Sorceress of Sin, Cora Jade, making her way to the ring. Her second ranking on the list. She was number 99 in 2020. Took 21 off from the list before rejoining it in 2022 at number 83. Of course, we mentioned WWE has 8 wrestlers remaining in the tournament. Shayna Baszler's win means we remain at 8. Here comes Cora, the Sorceress of Sin, ready to take on the Queen of Hardcore, or the First Lady of Hardcore, rather, Lufisto.
From the United States of America, Lou Fisher. Oh!
So, obviously, Lufisto not an option in the in the world of 2K, having to get by with what is in there. But also, Lufisto is Canadian. She's from Quebec. But, whatever. But yeah, Lufisto, a 25-year pro. She was already a 3-year veteran when Cora Jade was born. And thank you, Fuchien Ultimo, for dropping us a like on Facebook. I just got the notification. I appreciate that. Welcome to Pro Wrestling Simulated. Big slap across the face there by Cora. Handspring. Eagle. Sending Lufisto into the center of the ring. Cora knows she's the underdog here. Knows she has to strike fast. Trying to get the pin there quickly. She's the 83rd seed in there with number 46, Lufisto. Oh, a discus European uppercut from Lufisto. And now just driving her elbow, her knee into the elbow of Cora Jade. I'm curious how many times over the course of this series I have said that backwards. Because I feel like my instinct every time is to do it backwards. And I don't know why. I'm always saying it's an elbow to the knee when it is, which is true. It's just not a voluntary elbow to the knee. It's a knee to the elbow. Yeah. Oh, Cora rolls through and gives Lufisto a little stomp to the arm of her own. Cora Jade not to be outdone here. Strike just across the face, and now an unprettier, perhaps. No, Lufisto. Oh, I thought Lufisto reversed it, but instead Cora took her down with a bulldog. Nice combination there by Cora. Going for the pin. One count only. Took too long to get Lufisto away from the ropes. I do wonder if she'd been able to capitalize quicker. If she might have been able to get the pin there. Nice springboard drop kick to the back of the head. Cora Jade again hoping to keep WWE on its winning path. We just saw Shayna Baszler beat Emerson Jane. Cora Jade with a go to sleep on Lufisto. Now heading to the top rope. Santana Tomiko off the top rope. 1, 2. Oh, wow. Cora almost pulled off the upset quickly there over the legendary Lufisto. I did mention the winner of this will face Deonna Purrazzo coming up later on in this episode. A series of kicks here from Cora. And there's a jawbreaker from Lufisto. And sends her into the corner. Oh, well, I thought she was going to powerbomb her out of the corner. Instead, she neck breakers her out of the corner. Neck breaker? I don't think it's a verb. But she doesn't break her neck. Anyway, hooks the leg after that elevated neck breaker. 1 count only while I'm arguing with myself about semantics. See, that's just the kind of entertainment value you get when you watch Pro Wrestling Simulated or coming up on FXE Crush Live. That's right, folks. For those of you who don't know me or haven't been following us for a while, oh, here we go. Looking for a glam slam, hitting both the middle and bottom rope on the way down. Yeah, Lufisto, you did almost kill her there. That goes to the middle turnbuckle. More on FXE in a second here. Looks like Lufisto might be going in for the kill. Nope. Swing and a miss. Just takes a big old butt bump right in the center of the O. And out of frustration, just hurls Cora Jade to the floor. Okay, so what I was starting to say before that very strange sequence of moves is that, I, in addition to calling these simulated matches, will also be calling real matches coming up here in, we don't have a specific date set, but I suspect early to mid-April. Will be the first ever episode of Crush Live from FXE Wrestling out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. The venue is set. We're just waiting on some ink to dry for the construction. And then they're saying construction's only going to take a couple weeks. It'll only take a few days for us to get all our stuff moved in. And so I think probably early to mid-April, we will be ready to put on a show for you. The wrestlers have been informed what their matches are. I'll be joined by a local basketball announcer, Brian L. Davis, who is a huge wrestling fan. The two of us will be calling all the action on that episode. Of course, you'll likely see all of our trainers there. You know, being the first episode, I can't imagine they would want to miss that. Of course, co-owner and head trainer AJ Gallant, co-owner Tom Latimer, plus trainers like Tom's wife, Camille, the current NWA World Women's Champion, the aforementioned Magic Jake Dumas, Jeremiah Plunkett from the NWA, and, two-time former World Heavyweight Champion Jerry Lynn. And Lufisto wins it with that Samoan drop while I was, let me pick up all those names I was just dropping. But Lufisto with the Samoan drop is your winner. After back-to-back upsets, Lufisto rights the ship for the odds-on favorites, and she is now headed for a second-round showdown with Deonna Purrazzo coming up later on in this episode. I think that was 3 stars. Yep, 3 stars for Lufisto and Cora Jade. A nice showing from Cora, but Lufisto was not to be denied tonight. And now we know it will be Lufisto and Deonna Purrazzo. That should be a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, we're about to find out who's going to be facing Masha Slamovich later on. It wasn't so fun for Liiza Hall in our second match tonight when she came up short against Masha. But we are going to find out who will move on to the second round to face Masha. And it will be, we mentioned World Wonder Ring Stardom. We've already seen Tam Nakano lose, as Stardom has just continued to struggle basically since the tournament started. Mirai hoping to avoid that curse, but she is in there with one of the most dangerous women in wrestling, Allie Katch from Game Changer Wrestling. One half of Bussy with Effie, just one of my favorite tag teams on the independent circuit. And honestly, she's one of my favorites, even among teams that are signed. She and Effie are fantastic. I got a chance to meet them at a GCW, a New South Pro Wrestling show in Alabama a couple months ago. Super nice people. I am a big fan, just in life, but especially in wrestling, of good things happening to good people. And Allie and Effie were both just so very kind, so generous with their time for everybody that wanted to come up and take a picture, buy a t-shirt, what have you. Just a couple of really cool people. Folks, get out and support independent wrestling. It's amazing.
Following contest is scheduled for
One fall.
making her way to the ring from Japan.
That's in Japan. So Mirai now one of only 4 Stardom wrestlers remaining after Nakano's elimination earlier. Stardom has gone 8-15 since the tournament started. It's a lot of weight to put on the 3-year veteran Mirai, who she's a powerhouse though. She can do the heavy lifting. We will see if she can do it here. She's given up some size, about 2 inches and almost 30 pounds to her opponent, but she is again one of the strongest women in Stardom.
And from Austin, Texas, Ali Cathy.
Ali Catch coming to the ring. Apparently, neither of them got entrance themes from their creators. Not surprised by Ali because she was created by Dre41 Gaming, who never puts entrance music with his creations. I didn't catch who made Mirai, but she also didn't get an entrance. So just entering in silence, very old school. It's like we're watching wrestling in 1983 here, but that's fine. Ali is the number 51 seed in the tournament. Mirai number 78. Ali is one of 2 wrestlers from GCW in this tournament. We will see the other later, actually, in our next match. This is also the first match for GCW. It took 9 episodes for them to have one, and now they're having both in this episode. And of course, like I said, Mirai, one of 4 Stardom wrestlers remaining out of the 19 they started with. Camel clutch here by Mirai early on, trying to keep Ali grounded. Now, Mirai had never been ranked on one of the PWI lists before 2022. Ali was on the 2020 and 2021 lists. She's also appeared on the PWI 500 3 times, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Now, longtime viewers of the channel know that if you made the 2021 PWI 500, that also means you were part of the 500, our inaugural tournament, or basically our season 1 that took over a year to finish. So Ali was part of that tournament, beating Drew Parker in round 1 and the Party Peacock Dalton Castle in round 2 before losing to Suwama in round 3. She was in danger there of losing to Mirai, but she was able to kick out at 2. Mirai taking too much time to show off for the crowd. Really needs to be staying on Ali, because Ali, one of the most, I mentioned earlier, one of the most dangerous women in wrestling. Also one of the kindest, but bell to bell, she's terrifying. The first time I ever saw or heard of Ali, well, that's not true. I heard of Ali because I saw her in the PWI 500, because I read that every year. But the first video I ever saw of her was a couple of years ago. I'm a huge fan of Paul Scheer and Ron Funches. They're 2 of my favorite comedians. And Ron Funches had a match on a GCW show against, if memory serves, it was Tony Deppen. I think it was Tony Deppen. And so Funches had Paul Scheer in his corner for the match. And during the course of the match, Paul turned heel and cost Funches the match. And then during the post-match beatdown, Ali came out of the back with a pair of scissors chasing Paul Scheer backstage. Shades of Sid and Arn. But, yeah. So that was the first time I ever saw Ali Catch. And, in the most platonic way possible, I've loved her ever since. Ali, a woman after my own heart, chasing Paul Scheer down with a pair of scissors. Now going up to the top rope, big senton right across the chest and stomach of Mirai, driving the wind out of her. 1, 2. Oh, 2 count only. The new fighting princess able to get her shoulders up. Oh, Ali looking to put her away here. Move to the midsection. Looking for that pile driver. Just trying to break the neck of Mirai. 1, 2. Oh, referee a little out of position. Probably could have started the count a beat sooner, and maybe Allie would have won the match. But Mirai was able to kick out. We're up to 3 stars now. Oh, Mirai ducks the line. Got her hooked in the front face lock. Getting her up for a suplex, perhaps? Yes. Up and over with the vertical suplex. Mirai's got her back in the front face lock. Nope. Just runs her over with a clothesline. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Allie kicks out. It's going to take more than a clothesline to keep Allie Catch down. Mirai, it's her turn to lie in wait for Allie to get to her feet. Get her up in a firewoman's carry. Drops her down. 1, 2, 3. A variation of the Michinoku driver out of the firewoman's carry. And Mirai pulls off the upset to set up a second round showdown with Masha Slamovich later on tonight. So Mirai able to break down or able to end the bad run that Stardom has been on by eliminating number 51, Allie Catch. 3.5 stars, tied for our best match of the night with that Tam Nakano Christy James match. Not surprising, the 2 highest rated matches of the evening have been the 2 matches featuring the stars of Stardom. But now we know it'll be Mirai and Masha Slamovich later on. Folks, we got one more match here before our 5-minute intermission. We will see the other GCW representative in this tournament, the current GCW Ultraviolent champion, alongside one of the top international independent wrestlers. Here we go. It is going to be... Where are you? There you are. Rina Yamashita, one-on-one against Shazza McKenzie. There you go. Shazza, the number 62 seed. Rina Yamashita, the number 67 seed. And those of you on Facebook, I am doing a quick Google Translate on that comment. My apologies, Melissa. I took 5 years of Spanish in middle and in high school. My Italian is basically non-existent, unless it has something to do with wrestling. Like I know that Francesco Akira, his Il Prodigio, or his Il Ragazzo Prodigio means the child prodigy. Of course, I can't even say it in English, so for whatever that's worth. But here comes the number 67 seed, Rina Yamashita. So GCW has gone 0-1.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Yamaguchi, Japan, the Ultra-Violent Champion, Yamashita.
Rina Yamashita, 5'5", 154 pounds, the current Game Changer Wrestling Ultra-Violent champion. She won the title back in August. The title is not on the line, but of course the winner of the entire tournament will be the first ever World Simuladies champion. Let's see, what do we got here? Yes, Google Translate, you have access to the camera. Good morning. Hi, I'm sorry, but I confirm the sincerity of this file. I'm Mrs. Melissa. I'm a barren widow. I lost my husband a few years ago in a car accident. I'm currently suffering from throat cancer, which condemned me to death. I have 850,000 euros in my bank account that I want to give to an honest person who can help orphans and the poor around me. Yeah, I kind of suspected it was something along those lines. Take care of that here while Shazza McKenzie makes her entrance.
The Ring Gate Champion, the Superstar.
So that's Shazza McKenzie making her way to the ring. She's the current Renegades of Wrestling Women's Champion. That's the belt you see around her waist. She is also the All-Star Wrestling Australia Women's Champion. 5'3", 125 pounds from Sydney, New South Wales. One of the top stars in Australian wrestling, male or female. It's going to be Shazza against Rina. There is Rina Yamashita. There is Shazza McKenzie. The winner will be facing Thunder Rosa later on. We have 3 of our 4 second-round matches set in stone. This will determine the 4th. After this match, we are going to take a little 5-minute intermission. Just some leg stretch time. Refill your water if you're thirsty. And then we'll come back for those 4 second-round matches. We will see Shayna Baszler and Christy James, Masha Slamovich and Mirai, Thunder Rosa against the winner of this match, and our main event will pit Deonna Purrazzo against Lufisto. Rina going for the pin here early. 1, 2. Shazza able to kick out. Now, again, I opened up the show talking about the 24 women who have already advanced, those being Charlotte Flair, Taya Valkyrie, Miyu Yamashita, Utami Hayashishida, Shoko Nakajima, Arisa Nakajima, Maki Ito, JC Jane, Viva Van, Savannah Evans, Tootie Lynn, Jamie Hayter. There is cheering myself. Stand by. I was popping over to Facebook to hide that spam comment. Nice. Okay. So anyway, yes. So I think I got up to Viva Van, Savannah Evans, Tootie Lynn, Jamie Hayter, Jessica Troy, Hikari Noah, Serena Deeb, Natalia, Miyu Watanabe, Raquel Rodriguez, Saori Anu, Dana Brooke, Miranda Alizé, Marty Bell, Layla Gray, and Becca. Those 24 women have all already clinched their spot in the round of 32. And we are going to fill in 4 more of those spots after the intermission here. Nice flying Rana by Shazza McKenzie. 1 count only. Series of mate kicks across the chest, and that one caught Rina in the arm. That buzzsaw kick caught her like right on the ear. Brutal kick from Shazza. Shades of legendary Yoshihiro Tajiri, slamming Yamashita face first off the top turnbuckle. She might be going up top for a superplex. It's a big jumping punch there. No, she's turning around. What is she going for here? Oh, God, is it a top rope cutter? Oh, my God, avalanche diamond cutter by Shazza McKenzie. She's got to capitalize and go for the pin here. Shoots the half, rolls her over, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. That's the Shaz-tastic stunner off the top rope by Shazza McKenzie to pick up the win. That's going to be Shazza McKenzie and Thunder Rosa coming up later on tonight. And just like that, we had 2 wrestlers from GCW in the tournament, and now we have 0 wrestlers from GCW in the tournament. Both Ali Catch and Rina Yamashita going down in back-to-back matches to Mirai and Shazza McKenzie. So, Shazza moving on to face Thunder Rosa here in just a bit. Folks, we're going to take a 5-minute break here. Just again, like I said, refill your water bottles if you need it. Go to the bathroom if you need it. I could do those things. You could do those at any time. You're just watching on a smartphone or on your desktop or your laptop. You're free to move about the cabin. You can do whatever you want. I, on the other hand, am limited to those 5 minutes until the show is over. But quick recap of what we've seen so far. Deonna Purrazzo over Loue O'Farrell. Masha Slamovich over Liiza Hall. Thunder Rosa over Iva Kolasky. Christy Janes pulls off the upset over Tam Nakano. Shayna Baszler upsets Emerson Jane. Lufisto beats Cora Jade. Mirai upsets Allie Katch. And then we just saw that woman, Shazza McKenzie, beat Rina Yamashita to move on to the second round. When we come back, we will have 4 second-round matches featuring those winners. Shayna Baszler against Christy Janes, Masha Slamovich against Mirai, Thunder Rosa against Shazza McKenzie, and our main event, Deonna Purrazzo against Lufisto. Folks, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. We are back with our first of 4 second-round matches. The winner of this match will claim the 29th spot in our... the 25th spot in our round of 32. We're going to be filling spots 25 through 28 in this episode. And coming up here in a few days, we will fill in those last 4. We're going to start things off here with Christy Janes and Shayna Baszler. Now, I was looking over some numbers earlier on, and I was able to confirm that what I suggested earlier is true, that when Christy Janes, the number 99 seed in our tournament, upset Tam Nakano, number 30, that was...
making her way to the ring from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Christy Janes.
That was the 9th biggest upset of the tournament. Of course, the big 4 all had more than 100 spots between them. I'm talking about when Ty Mello beat Bianca Belair, Becca beat Jade Cargill, Savannah Summers beat Saya Kamitani, and Taryn from Accounting beat Britt Baker. Only 69 spots separated number 30, Tam Nakano, and number 99, Christy Janes. But now Christy would need to pull off a second upset, but numerically it won't be as large because Shayna Baszler, only number 94. So the winner of this match is going to be moving on to episode 12 of this series, where they will face the winner of the upcoming match between Thunder Rosa and Shazza McKenzie. We also know the winner of the Masha Slamovich Mirai match will face the winner between Deonna Purrazzo and Lufisto. We have one more episode, the one coming up, not Thursday. Thursday's going to be more of the 100. So I believe it's Sunday. Let me check the schedule. Yes, Sunday the 19th. We will see. It might be a slightly later start time than our usual 7 o'clock Central Time. I will keep you posted on that if that winds up changing. But that episode, that will be the last episode of rounds 1 and 2, where we round out the field of 32, which will then kick off next Thursday, the 23rd. Again, card subject to change. These things could change at any time. Ooh, nice back handspring splash by CJ. Now headed to the top rope. She's got the Queen of Spades stunned. And a big splash by Christy. And, just a nice little, it seemed a little lazy, but it was effective. Just turning that bottom rope springboard into a senton. Christy Janes in control here, surprisingly. Oh, but Shayna rolled underneath her as she attempted a standing moonsault. She took too much time stalking her, and Christy stays on the offensive. I think Shayna's a little surprised by how hot Christy has come out of the gate. Another springboard senton. Rolls through, super kick, catching her right in the face. Now up to the top rope. What's she going for here? Turns around, moonsault, perhaps. Moonsault, yes. Nails it. 1, 2. Oh, Shayna barely able to kick out in time. CJ staying on the offensive with those stomps. How about Shayna with a shot to the midsection and a DDT? That's all it takes to turn things around for the Queen of Spades. Now pulling her back to her feet. Shot to the midsection. Now up onto her shoulder. And rolling her into a cutter. Nicely done by Shayna Baszler. 1, 2. No. Shayna, I think, might be starting to feel the offense from Christy early in the match. Pulling her up to her feet. Now putting her up against the ropes. I'm not sure what she's going for here. Just choking her across the top rope. Shot to the midsection again. Up into a vertical suplex. No, drops her into the Kirifuda clutch. She's going to try and choke her out with that Kirifuda clutch. That finisher has put away so many women. She's won 2 NXT Women's Championships with that hold. CJ fighting, struggling to get out of it. Shayna winds up releasing the hold, a bit surprising. Sending her off the ropes. Oh, a drop kick to the knee. Brutal move by Shayna. 1, 2, 3. Shayna is your winner. The number 94 seed is now moving on to the round of 32.
Here is your winner, Shayna Baszler.
Do. Love that theme. Good times. Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades, picks up another win. She beat Emerson Jane earlier. Now she's beating Christy Janes. She's just running through the Janes as she moves on to round number 3. Again, she will face the winner of tonight's upcoming match between Thunder Rosa and Shazza McKenzie. And that match will take place on episode 12, which looks like it's going to be Tuesday, the 28th. 3 matches remain here. And it is going to be Mirai, one of only a handful of wrestlers from Stardom who have survived this tournament, as she takes on the number 14 seed, Masha Slamovich. As we saw Mirai upset Allie Katch shortly before the break, Masha beat Liiza Hall back in our second match. So she has had a lot of time to recover. Less time for Mirai, which, you know, doesn't bode well anyway, but especially when you're going in there against an athlete the caliber of Masha Slamovich. Shayna is the first to qualify tonight. 32. Oh, right. Forgot she doesn't have any entrance. I was like, just waiting for the music to kick in. I was like, oh no, is 2K going to crash? Like, no, just whoever created Mirai forgot to, you know, put in entrance music. That's in Japan. Sorry, I can't hear Japan without thinking of Toy Story 2 and Jesse yelling, that's in Japan. I'm gonna have Shayna's music stuck in my head for a while now. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, boos are usually the reaction I get when I'm singing. But Mirai preparing for probably the biggest match of her career here. Second round action in the 150 against Masha Slamovich. So Shayna, as the number 94 seed, is the third lowest seed to advance thus far to the round of 32.
The World Women's Undisputed Champion, Masha Slamovich.
Masha Slamovich making her way to the ring. You mentioned earlier that she is a 5-time champion. I don't mean in her career, I mean currently. You see her wearing the AAW Professional Wrestling Redefined Women's Championship to the ring, a title she won back in December. 8 days before that, she won the Top Talent Wrestling Championship. Also, what is today? This is the 14th. 10 days ago, she won the West Coast Pro Wrestling Women's Championship. And oh yeah, she's been the Combat Fights Unlimited Undisputed Champion since 2021, and the Expect the Unexpected Wrestling Key to the East Championship for nearly 6 months. So Masha just dripping in gold as she yikes. That's why we have a cough button on our microphones. Masha's got Mariah up on her shoulders. Death Valley Driver. I thought she might have been getting ready to end it early. Drops a leg. Headed up. Big splash off the top rope. That's the move she used to beat Liiza Hall earlier. Referee way out of position. Shocking. 2 count only. Masha getting in the ref's face, but you know, it doesn't do any good. We've spent 14 episodes? 12 or 13, because there were a couple in there for Fire Pro. But pretty much all. What is she? Oh! Diamond Dust by Masha Slamovich. Shades of Masato Tanaka there. That somersault stunner off the top rope. Surprised she didn't go for a pin after that. Instead, she's working over the leg of Mirai. And Mirai's like, oh, you want a leg? Here, have a leg. Let me kick you. And just walking her to the... Oh, that guy's happy to be here. Cool. We're happy you're here, too. Shouts to the midsection from Masha. She's got her up. I thought she was going to tie her to the tree of woe, but instead she just slams her. Goes for the pin, hooks the leg. Yeah, they're all up in the ropes. I don't know why the referee had to get down into a pinning stance to see that. Saw they were in that... The camel clutch was in the ropes without having to get down. Shot to the midsection. What's she going for here? Oh, it's that package pile driver again. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and that does it. Masha Slamovich, the number 14 seed. She made quick work of Liiza Hall earlier, and she just blew through Mirai as well. Masha Slamovich putting on a dominant performance tonight. Earn a spot in the round of 32. And as the number 14 seed, Masha is now the 4th highest seed to move on. Only 1.5 stars for that one. But like the Shayna and Emerson match earlier, it was over real quick. Mirai did not have a ton of opportunities to get offense in. And now we know Masha moving on to episode 12 coming up here in a few days, where she will take on the winner of our main event tonight between Deonna Purrazzo and Lufisto. But it is now time to find out who is going to have to take on Shayna Baszler on that episode. We fill in the other half of that bracket. Neither one's an enviable task. I wouldn't want to face Masha or Shayna. But the winner of this match is going to have to move on to face Shayna. Oop. There you go. Went one screen too far. Nope, not Shayna. She's already advanced. Shazza and Thunder Rosa. This is a big-time showdown. Thunder Rosa, the number 3 seed. Shazza McKenzie, the number 62 seed. It's one of 2 chalk matches tonight in the second round. And again, the winner of this will face Shayna on, what did I say, the 26th? 28th? 28th. March 28th. So we're going to have another episode, as I mentioned, on Sunday that will fill in the last spots in the round of 32. The round of 32 will then start Thursday the 23rd, conclude on the 28th, and the 8 survivors of those 2 shows will then move on to WrestleMania weekend, where we will crown the first ever World Simu Ladies Champion. So we saw Shazza McKenzie beat Rina Yamashita earlier. Is she going to be able to beat Thunder Rosa as well? One fall.
Making her way to the ring from Australia, the Ring Gate Champion, the Superstar.
Ring Gate is not a terrible workaround for Renegade. Well done, whoever designed that belt. Here we go. Yeah, Masha, like I said, the fourth highest seed to advance, behind Charlotte Flair, Taya Valkyrie, and Miyu Yamashita.
And from Tijuana, Mexico, Thunder Rosa.
So yeah, Thunder Rosa, the number 3 seed, the highest seed remaining in the tournament. The odds-on favorite, but we have seen how this tournament has gone for odds-on favorites. Shuri is gone. Sorry, Bianca Belair is gone. Jade Cargill is gone. Pretty much every. I'll pull up the actual list here of the top seeds that are gone. Mickie James is gone. Giselle Shaw is gone. Camille is gone. Mercedes Moné is gone. Mandy Rose is gone. Becky Lynch is gone. Liv Morgan, Toni Storm, Starlight Kid. Those are all top 32 seeds that did not make it out of the second round. So far, though, Masha did move on. She is only the 6th top 32 seed to make a nice springboard leg drop by Thunder Rosa. So yeah, Charlotte Flair, Taya Valkyrie, Miyu Yamashita, Masha Slamovich, Utami Hayashishida, and Shoko Nakajima. 6 of the 26 third rounders were quote unquote supposed to make it that far. So Thunder Rosa in early control here. Splash across the spine of Shazza. Remember, she put away Iva Kolasky with that La Rosa pile driver variation earlier. Oh, and then just a double shotgun drop kick right to the face of Shazza. Pulls her up. Knee to the face as well. Shazza beating Rina Yamashita with that Shaztastic stunner off the top rope. Rosa going for the pin. 2. Ooh, almost making very short work of Shazza McKenzie there. Now she's heading up top. Another splash, perhaps? Oh, no, she's signaling for Shazza to get up. Cross body, but Shazza catches her and slams her down. Nice counter by Shazza McKenzie. 1, 2. Only gets 2, though. La Mera Mera able to kick out. Move to the midsection. And just an axe kick. Oh, and then a step-up kick to the back of the head by Shazza McKenzie, who heads up to the top rope. Big-time leg drop off the top rope. The New South Wales Jam. Now she's going back up top again. Signaling for Rosa to get to her feet. Oh, diving DDT off the top rope. Quebrada. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Ooh, Thunder Rosa very nearly the latest in a long line of top seeds to go down here in the second round. She's in dangerous territory here. Number 3 against number 62. Shazza McKenzie primed for an upset. Rosa's got her up. Oh, nope. Shazza slips out the back of it. German suplex release. Shazza now. Got her up in the firewoman's carry. Pops her up into a punch. Gorgeous move there by Shazza. It's like a go to sleep, but instead of driving her into the knee, she just punches her in the face. She's going to do it again? God. Just trying to punch Thunder Rosa's lights out here. Sending her in the corner. Is it time for the Shaztastic Stunner? No. Rosa gets out of the corner. Shot to the midsection. Big clothesline. Thunder Rosa's firing up here. Ducks the line. Super kick. Dragging her away from the ropes. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, Shazza kicks out of the super kick. Rosa took too much time getting her away from the ropes. She's stalking her now, possibly setting up for La Rosa. She is. She's got her up and got her down. Hooks the leg. That's got to be it. 1, 2. No! Shazza McKenzie kicks out of La Rosa. Thunder Rosa can't believe it. She thought for sure she had the match won there. She was ready to punch her ticket into the third round. She's got her up. Gory special. Bomb. Now waiting for her to get back to her feet. Oh, she's going to do it again. Second time. That's got to be it. There's no way Shazza can kick out of La Rosa twice. And she can't. I was right. Thunder Rosa. Great showing by Shazza McKenzie here in the second round. Thunder Rosa came into this match with a chip on her shoulder. She was not going to be denied. And now Thunder Rosa is moving on. We will see her in episode 12. The number 3 seed, the odds-on favorite to win the entire thing. But man, this chunk of bracket right now, think about it. Rosa is the number 3 seed, which means, you know, she's the highest remaining seed. But it also means that she now will face Shayna Baszler in the third round. And if she survives that, then she will have to face either Masha Slamovich or the winner of tonight's main event between two legends of the independent wrestling circuit here in America. An unenviable bracket draw for Thunder Rosa. It is time for our main event as Deonna Purrazzo takes on Lufisto for our 28th spot in the round of 32. We will fill in the last 4 on Sunday. I'll run through that card once this match is over. But here we go. On the left, the number 46 seed, Lufisto. On the right, the number 19 seed, Deonna Purrazzo. It is go time for, like I said, 2 legends of the women's independent circuit here in America. What a show we have had. Just top to bottom, you know, like they say, banger after banger after banger. When this match is over, we will be down to, am I reading that right? We'll be down to 44 wrestlers remaining in the tournament. Yeah, I think I'm reading that right. But out first here for our main event is Lufisto, number 46 seed in our tournament, the first lady of hardcore, 24 years of pro, 5'3", 139 pounds.
From the United States of America, Lou Fisher. Oh!
Now, Lufisto has appeared on every list, every one of PWI's top female wrestlers lists, except for 2021. Her all-time high was back in 2014 when she was ranked number 5. This rating of 46 is her lowest. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive to have been on the list for almost 15 years and to never fall outside the top 50, except for the 1 year she didn't make the list. She's also on this year's PWI 500 best 500 wrestlers in the world in the heavyweight division. She's number 390 on that list. She's facing a woman who is very well rested. She won our opening contest over Loue O'Farrell.
And from Hackettstown, New Jersey,
Deonna Purrazzo. Both women winning 3-star matches in the first round. This one, honestly, this one's got 5 stars written all over it. I know we haven't had a 5-star match yet in the 150. I think that changes right here, right now. Deonna Purrazzo and Lufisto. This is a dream match for me and a lot of fans of women's wrestling. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's the First Lady of Hardcore against the Virtuosa. The winner will face Masha Slamovich coming up in 2 weeks. And a great night of simulated wrestling we've had, and we've got so many more great nights ahead of you. Well, actually, I see so many. There's not that many. We have 7 more episodes left here in season 2. 3 of them from the 150, 3 of them from our tag team tournament, the 100. And then all of that is going to culminate at WrestleMania. That's going to be, I believe it's going to be Sunday, April 2nd, early afternoon, because I want to get the show done before WrestleMania, so you guys can watch the real thing. I'm not dumb enough to counter program this silly stream against the biggest wrestling show of the year. Not the best wrestling show of the year, the biggest. I'll be honest, WrestleMania build not doing much for me, and I'm disappointed because in some spots on the card, WWE's been doing some of the best work they've done in a decade. But it just feels like they're limping across the finish line here going into Mania. Diving headbutt by Lufisto. Brutal move. I just don't feel like I'm as invested in anything that's happening as I was, 3 months ago. And honestly, I feel like it kind of peaked around the Royal Rumble, which was a very good show. Elimination Chamber was also quite good. But I don't know. I don't have that same feeling about Mania that I did about those shows. Or Clash at the Castle, which honestly kind of started the downward spiral for me, but they got me back around the Rumble. I still maintain all these months later that Drew McIntyre should have won the Undisputed title that night in Cardiff, because him holding up those 2 titles with his UK countrymen cheering him on is something they could have shown in highlight reels for eternity. Same with Sammy at the Elimination Chamber. I know the plan all along has been Roman and Cody, but once in a while you can deviate from the plan. They did it at Mania 30. The plan was Batista and Orton. The crowd told them, we don't want that. We want Daniel Bryan. And they caved and gave him Daniel Bryan. And they, hey, look at that. Created a moment that if Bryan hadn't gone to AEW, they could show in highlight reels forever. And they will, because eventually Bryan's going to be back. They always come back. It's disappointing because I'm loving Bryan Danielson's run in AEW. No super compelling stories, although I loved that promo he cut last week on MJF about, going through all of that, sacrificing time with his family and to still come up short. Fantastic stuff. Some of the best promo work of his career. Lufisto going for the pin after that leg drop. Gets 2. I think that was closer than Deonna Purrazzo would like to admit. Virtuosa slow to her feet. Lufisto has just been dominating her with that. I mean, she's got a massive power advantage here. She's looking for a burning hammer. Lufisto hits the burning hammer on Deonna Purrazzo. 1, 2, 3, and that does it. Lufisto is your winner. The number 19 seed Deonna Purrazzo falls in the second round. Lufisto will face Masha Slamovich in 2 weeks in the third round. Huge win for Lufisto. and a great showing tonight from Deonna Purrazzo. But this kind of tournament atmosphere, honestly, it's kind of made specifically for somebody like Lufisto. Huge win. Huge win for Lufisto. Hi, guys. Yours truly, Pat Dooley here. First time appearing on screen. So, yes, our upcoming schedule. We are in the home stretch leading in to WrestleMania. As I mentioned, Thursday, we will be back with our tag team tournament, the 100, with second and third round action as we flip over to Fire Pro for that show, where we will see, and again, I was smart. I put it all on the whiteboard. We will see Black Desire take on Rot und Flot. The winners of that match will then go on to face MSP later on in the show. Damage Control will take on the Butcher and the Blade. The winners will move on to face the Workhorsemen. The Hex takes on Stinger. The winners will face Atrapasueños. FWC will take on TDT. Imperium will take on Chicas Indomables. The winners of those two matches will face off. And the Lucha Bros will take on Bushi Reality. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second round matches in our tag team tournament, and we've got 5 third round matches in that tournament that will add 5 more to the 7 teams that have already qualified for the round of 16. So that's all happening this Thursday. Sunday, the 19th, will be the last episode of the first and second rounds of the 150. We will see Jordan Grace take on Takumi Iroha. We will see Risa Serra against Edith Surreal. We will see Mayu Iwatani against Baby Allison. We will see Dark Silhouette against Koguma. We will see Tasha Steeles against Davien. And we will see Charlie Evans against Chelsea Green. Meiko Satomura will take on the number 150 seed Hyper Misao. And Yuka Sakazaki will take on Allison Kay. The winners of those 8 matches will do what we did tonight, where we'll have 8 first round matches. Then the 8 winners will face off in 4 second round matches. Those 4 winners will then join they will fill the last 4 spots in the round of 32. We will then stream again a week from today. That is Tuesday, March 21st, with more second and third round action in the 100. That will actually be the conclusion of the second and third rounds of that tournament, where the OC will take on Pretty Empowered. Hermanos Lee will take on the Kings of the District. The winners of those 2 matches will then face off. Magical Sugar Rabbits will take on Z-Brats. The winners will then face Violence is Forever. The Outfielders will take on the Philly Marino Experience, with the winners facing off against the Briscoe Brothers. We'll also see Toxic Attraction against the Motor City Machine Guns, and the team of Mercedes Monet and Naomi against Disaster Box, with the winners of those last 2 matches facing off against each other in third round action as well. So those will fill in the last 4 spots in the round of 16 for the tag team tournament. Next Thursday, March 23rd, is when we will kick off rounds 3 and 4 of this tournament, the 150. You will see JC Jane take on Natalia, Jamie Hayter against Layla Gray. The winners of those matches will face off. Charlotte Flair against Miranda Alizé, Savannah Evans against Dana Brooke. The winners of those matches will face off. Utami Hayashishida will take on Serena Deeb. Shoko Nakajima will face Jessica Troy. The winners of those matches will face off. And Miyu Yamashita will face Raquel Rodriguez. Maki Ito will face Becca. and the winners of those matches will face off. Those will be 3rd and 4th round matches. The 4 winners of those 4 round matches will move on to WrestleMania, where we will see the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of that tournament. The 4th round and quarterfinals of the 100 will then take place Sunday the 26th. We only know 5 of the teams that have qualified, or sorry, 7 of the teams that have qualified there. The Usos, the Street Profits, the Kingdom, and we only know 2 of the matches, Swerve and Our Glory against the Bollywood Boys and RK Bro against Aussie Open. There's still a lot of spots to fill on that show, so I'm not going to go through that full card. March 28th will be the last episode of the 150. We know Arisa Nakajima against Tootie Lin, Viva Van against Miyu Watanabe, with the winners of those matches facing each other, Taya Valkyrie against Saori Anu, and Hikari Noah against Marty Bell, the winners of those matches facing off. And then, of course, now we know Masha Slamovich against Lufisto and Thunder Rosa against Shayna Baszler, with the winners of those matches facing off. It all comes to a head at WrestleMania on April 2nd, where we will see the first ever defense of the World Simuweight title, which Royce Chambers won by winning the 500, our season 1 tournament. The 150 will conclude, and we will crown the first ever World Simu Ladies champion. We will also have the semifinals and finals of the 100, where we will crown the first ever World Simulate Tag champions. We will also see a Royal Rumble on that show, featuring the 29 highest ranked wrestlers on the 2022 PWI 500 that did not make the 2021 list, plus Masaaki Mochizuki, who has drawn number 30 because he's the only participant in the 500 who was never pinned, never submitted, and never counted out. He never lost. Well, he was counted out, but it was a draw that then turned into a triple threat, and he was eliminated even though he wasn't the one that took the fall. So he technically never lost in the 500. So he earned the number 30 spot in the Rumble. The winner of the Rumble will face Royce Chambers in the main event. Huge show coming up April 2nd, but we've got big shows. Every show is big here on Pro Wrestling Simulated because every match is an elimination match. We don't do double eliminations. We don't do best of 3. We don't do best of 5s. It's one and done. So we had 499 people get eliminated from the 500. We're going to wind up with 149 eliminated here from the 150. We're going to wind up with 99 eliminated from the 100. We're going to have 29 eliminated from that Rumble. Only one can stand tall in each division as the champion, and we will crown 2 new champions, plus have the first ever title defense in just over 2 weeks at WrestleMania. Actually, I guess it's closer to a little under 3 weeks, but you know what I mean. It's WrestleMania weekend. You don't want to miss that. Quick recap for those of you just joining here at the end of the stream. Sorry you missed us over the last hour and 48 and a half minutes, but Lufisto has moved on to the round of 32 by beating both Loue O'Farrell and Deonna Purrazzo tonight. Thunder Rosa has advanced by beating Iva Kolasky and Shazza McKenzie. Masha Slamovich has advanced by beating Liiza Hall and Mirai, and Shayna Baszler beat both Emerson Jane and Christy James to earn her spot as well. In other matches, we saw Christy James beat Tam Nakano. What am I missing here? No, I didn't. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Deonna Purrazzo beat Loue O'Farrell. Mirai beat Ali Catch. And Shazza McKenzie beat Rina Yamashita. So, big shows coming up. We've got 6 more tournament shows. And then WrestleMania coming up. All of that is going to happen in the next 19 days. So, you're going to be seeing a lot of us here on Twitch, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I will see you all Thursday with the next episode of The 100. Till then,